You got 6D Radio with Can, Shiny, and DJ Unstable. The 6D Networktainment on Q4 Radio.
This is the first women's episode of the year. I want to say we celebrate International Women's Day. Shani, are you with us, ma'am? Y'all, Shani might be on mute. Shani, where you at? Okay, I can hear her a little bit. We're going to bring her right back in. I got Nick. We got Big Nick energy in the studio. Lord, fix it.
Fix it, G.
L'Oreal Austin, come through with the vibes.
Don't have no time for you. Sitting money in line with the vision. I gotta hit with precision. I gotta hit with precision. Locked in, I'm loaded. I've been in position. Don't have no time for you. Sitting money in line with the vision. I gotta hit with precision. I gotta hit with precision. Don't have no time for you. Sitting money in line with the vision. I gotta hit with precision. I gotta hit with precision. I need my money today. Please get the fuck out my way. You bitches so bent out of shape. Minding my business ain't getting you paid. I've been chillaxing and plotting a place. I won't stop till I'm laying in the shade. Oh, I've been grinding for days. That's on my OJ engraved. This shit was heavy artillery. I'm at your neck and I'm bringing off energy. Don't give a fuck if you feeling me. Really, you just be killing me. At this be reckless, you build up my synergy. I am the pinnacle and the epitome. You call that work, man, you gotta be itchy me. Rolled up the plate that you beat the soliloquy. You cannot get to me. I'm the centerpiece. Never exhausted, just lay them in coffins. Pushing it, baby, it's all in my carcass. I'm blunt and I'm brutally honest. Resentment, it won't get me farther. I promise that I am unbothered. Wanna fly out on a charter, work this shit out for my mama. Never been one for the drama, stay on it just like the border. Really kinda wanna sort of move forward, but I'm short of. I walk with heaven, so I float on water. You never saw it, you never believed it. A stagnant feet, you a paraplegic. My dick is lean, you late for the meet. I just flow with the cease. I just flow with the cease. Don't have no time for you niggas again. Money in line with the vision. I gotta hit with precision. I gotta hit with precision. Don't have no time for you sitting. Money in line with the vision. I gotta hit with precision. I gotta hit with precision. I'm super sassing you, cause it's medium. Need no suggestions, my gas run on premium. They have moves as an end. I'm wrapping up gifts and you know what I'm giving them. Really be nice if you give me some room. Crowded my space and I'm eager to move. I am a thunder, the light and the boom. I do what I want, what better I choose. Trying to pull up in that roof. Doors up like magic, it's missing a roof. Count on my cabbage, I'm cooking up soup. Yeah, the bitch busting, I'm shook to my shoes. My one is high as the moon. You better move, hey, you better move. So long gleam, I forever move. Finna heat up the summer, I'm flicking my wrist. Whipping it like I'm whipping up grits. I am no waiter, ain't working for tips. I bet a wager, I sell all this drip. Baby, I gotta just watch how I dip. Fly where I want and I manage the trip. Mommy and Poppy, come give me a kiss. Up the game, I don't need the assist. Element big as an elephant. Got enough melon to fill up the room in this shit. Nothing for free, nothing for cheap. Yeah, this come with a fee. I like to move with a fleet. Run up, get done up, I cut you like keys. I'm a G, baby, a flip up cucumber. This ain't an entree, it's only the warm up. Cleaning my credit, I'm building a karma. Perfect, I'm popping my car. Don't have no time for you niggas again. Money in line with the vision. I gotta hit with precision. I gotta hit with precision. Don't have no time for you sitting. Money in line with the vision. I gotta hit with precision. I gotta hit with precision.
L'Oreal Austin, Fixins. Hey, I really do love that song. Like, y'all don't understand how much I really like that song. Like, she be giving all the vibes. Shout out to L'Oreal Austin. We got Big Mama Sean on the line. Just came back from Dubai, and she at the crib with her feet up eating Cheetos. Hey, Shawnee.
What's good, y'all?
So,
Talking about eating Cheetos. Stop it.
real hot Cheetos what I snack on.
Period.
So, everyone, welcome to 6D Radio. If you have not heard of us, if this is your first episode that you tapped in, this is the music biz talk show powered by 6D Networktainment. We are a music-based artist development 501c3 nonprofit organization. The founders are Shawnee, myself, and DJ Unstable. We got some team members as well. DJ Shern. We got Bree Michonne. Yes, I got it right. Bree Michonne. We got Sierra from the A. And man, we've been doing some great things celebrating our 4-year anniversary. We still got to pop bottles and celebrate that.
Yes, we do. A proper celebration.
Yes, we got to. And yeah, this is our talk show. Like, man, I could not wait to hear the great things that this young lady next to us is, what she got going on. This is our first film director on the show. Nikki Nick. This is you right here. Shawnee, how was your week?
Man, my week was crazy in Dubai. I spent a full week, Wednesday to Wednesday, out there with a 10-hour gap. It was a 10-hour difference between there and Chicago, so you can only imagine what that was like, communicating with family, communicating with my job, because I still did some remote work.
What?
Because we had a virtual event. So, you just got to hustle, but it felt great. It felt like a real, real life thing, like me just working remote in Dubai, a whole nother country. So, but yeah, it was fun. Saw a bunch of sites. They got a lot of black people out there, so I feel right at home.
Yeah.
They treated us with so much respect. It ain't like what you think, where it's like, you got to be dressed head to toe and they don't do nothing fun out there. It actually was a lot of stuff popping out there. So I enjoyed myself. I am super jet lagged. That's why I'm at home. But I am feeling good. How was your week?
Man, my week has been very, 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 very busy, to the point where like I'm constantly looking at all three of my calendars, one on my phone, I got two at home, and just trying to organize everything, keep it in order. I have received a position as a game day MC for the America's Ultimate Disc League. So this will be my first shot of being the MC at sports games, and this is another step up because my goal is to be the MC for Chicago Sky, and I'll have experience under my belt now. So sometimes you gotta get those stepping stools in order for you to be ready for the things that you want to do. And I know for a fact that I want to MC for Chicago Sky, and this disc league is my first stepping stool.
Okay. Trust the process, sis.
Congratulations,
yes.
mamas. Congratulations.
And then another thing, last night actually, I had a performance, which was it was fun. Mm-hmm. One, it was fun. My first like very long set. I had 15 minutes, and anybody who has seen me perform, I don't perform like I perform like Missy Elliott without all the dancers and stuff. Mm-hmm. Like I'm gonna fit 1,000 songs into one into one set. So my set was 15 minutes long, and I fit in about 8 of my songs. Like every single song on my latest project, Breathe Love or No Love, 2 songs from the project Raindrops, and then 2 from Rain. And when I tell you, like, it was a mixed crowd, they were great. They participated, and man, I gained a lot of followers from last night. Okay. And I'm not used to that. Like when I actually tell people to follow me, like they actually follow me. So people hit me up today, like, can you send a link to your EP and and some more opportunities have actually came up off the ground after that. So I'm very, very excited. I got more announcements coming soon after they've been finalized. But yeah, I've been having a great week. It's been busy and productive. Very productive.
Yay. That's so good.
So, Nick, what about you? Let me get your mic right real quick.
Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, this is my first time doing a radio show since college, so thank you for inviting me out.
No problem.
Thank you, Shawnee. Thank you, guys. Thank y'all for bringing me on.
Now you could talk louder.
Thank you for being there.
Oh no, for sure. I thought I was gonna see you.
Don't be shy.
Oh,
right.
Baby, that's one thing I ain't. I ain't shy. I'm just getting warmed up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know how the freaks act when they get up with their man. They be like,
They
let me
come out at night.
sit at the edge of the bed. Next thing you know, they head on the floor. Like, what's going on? Wow.
God.
Wow, that's me. Freaks come out at night. Give me about 5 minutes. No,
Okay.
my week has been good. My week has been great, actually, amazing. It's been some highs and lows, but I'm happy about both sides of it. So it's been a really good week. And this is like a great like come to the end of the week thing to do. This is like full circle moment. So yeah.
So the great things, the good news, the highs, do they overshadow the lows?
No, I don't think any highs overshadow the lows. It's like yin and yang, yin and yang. You need both. So, you know, I sit with things that make me feel like stressful things and celebrate what I learned from them just as much as I sit and celebrate the things that are like really good. So it was some really hard, tough lessons, business lessons I learned this week. But this was my first time like really being like, okay, let me celebrate this, because I did learn some like valuable lessons, and going forward I'm gonna be cold. So
you already cold. You just gotta let it continue to bring it out of you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta acknowledge that coldness. You already cold.
Oh, thank you.
I tell people all the time, greatness is not a destination.
It's
You
not.
already great.
Yeah.
It's already in you. You just gotta bring it out and trust yourself.
That's it. Facts.
Believe in yourself.
Yes, sir.
Facts.
And you know what stops you from greatness
What's
and
that?
feel like you great?
What's that?
Fear.
That's true. That's true. Well, don't
Fear.
ever so follow me. I want you to know one thing about me is I also try to practice humility, which is hard because like you can't really practice being humble. You just have to be it. But I try to stay as humble as possible, which sometimes can be selling yourself short. But not that you should sell yourself short, but like it's good sometimes to be like, hey, you know, there's some areas that I could be better in. Like, I'm not perfect, and there's always somebody out there that's 10 times better than me, but you know, I do this big energy all day long. But for sure, definitely I could be colder 100%.
Now, you said one thing. You said there's somebody out there that's 10 times colder. But aren't you 10 times colder than the person that you used to be?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's somebody that's out there is the next version of me. It ain't another person. It's the next me. It's the
Just
me
making
tomorrow.
sure.
It's
Getting
the
that
me tomorrow
clarity.
that I haven't met. She colder than the me today.
Okay,
the
I
me
need that
today.
clarity.
Okay.
Okay, it's the me tomorrow. It's not nobody else. It's just the next in 10 years. That 10-year version of me. She a bad mother. You know
She
what I'm
raw.
saying? She cold. She
all-
cold. She
All
cold.
types of big Nick energy.
All types. She is Big Nick energy personified. I just want to give that out. That's my coin. Big Nick energy. Okay?
Nick as in NHIK.
H-I-K. You gotta have that Big Nick energy. You feel me? Period.
Y'all
All
better sell.
that. Okay. So y'all better sell.
Shawnee, what's your
Right.
take?
I'm like, Shawty, what's up, girl? What's up? You sound real comfortable. You sound like you are sitting up against the couch.
I'm telling you, she got a snuggie
Legs
on
up,
right now.
Right. Low key, she got a TV show on, turned all the way down. She's still watching TV. What's going
She
on?
catching up on Abbott Elementary.
Okay. That's
I'm
what-
sitting at my desk
oh, not
still
that.
doing work.
Ooh,
So
mm-mm.
I wish I was that comfortable. I'll get comfortable afterwards because I got food on the way.
There you go.
See, she done ordered food.
Okay. All
Yep.
you need is a glass of
It's
wine.
going down. I got Lighthouse Grill too. It's going down for real.
Ooh.
Girl, order me a salmon salad.
So them 7 tacos do what they need to do
And
too.
the red velvet cookies that we had
Okay.
at the counter. I'm gonna need all that. But y'all, we do have a 6D tip on the way. Oh my goodness. We're gonna talk some stuff, okay? We're gonna enjoy the process. Cause I mean, when it comes to enjoy the process, you can't tweak on that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You can't tweak on your
Nope.
process. I know I won't. Speaking of I won't, here's Fury. Fury has been, I don't know where she been. She been MIA, but you know what? She did do us a great favor by, you know, sending 6D Radio a joint. Here's I Won't by Fury right here on 6D Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, do not touch that dial.
Don't move, man. We got jams dropping soon. It's 6D Radio on Q4. Man, we got jams dropping soon. It's 6D Radio on Q4.
and the brainless make changes to what was sacred, but still promise to vanquish the kill. The ones who changing the real. So I am making this notification. If you are responsible, then make arrangements for you and the ones he came with. The exit against length with my lyrics from the monster you created. No need for explanation. Save it, the money that you made. It came at the expense of the culture you degraded, which is why I take offense. It was my culture you invaded, corrupted all these young minds, led up to the slave ship, keeping all them dumb blind. It's how the rich stay rich, how the poor stay at war, convinced their lives ain't meant for nothing but the struggle. They not even worth the trouble when we all born to die. Why try? Nobody loves, but I won't. Let situations I've been through determine what I can do and threaten my potential. I won't be a product of this environment or be afraid to fail, cause if I do, I'll always try again. Won't live as if I am emotionless, cause hopelessness closes my what opens it. Here's the rhyme. If you notice, let me hit you from it one more time. Fist in the sky, real high, and help me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't. I could form an alliance of rebels who not compliant, won't settle for what they sell. You not buying. We are defiant like Daniel against the lion, David against Goliath. Don't believe me, they cry. Go from quiet to a riot because silence is no longer an option. Won't submit to violence. Time to organize. All we really need is guidance. Me, I be providing the soundtrack. If we fall down, then we bounce back. Count that as a lesson learned. Ain't no second guessing. We destined, though it may concern. No possessing all of the power, but they had they turn. And they lesson the consciousness. Depressing just watching this. What it did to the kids. Why I get so aggressive when I spit? Cause it was an accident. It was so deliberate. So I was deliberate with a vengeance yet uplift those who listen. Cause the gift I've been given is the reason why I'm living. But I won't let situations I've been through determine what I can do and threaten my potential. I won't be a product of this environment or be afraid to fail. Cause if I do, I'll always try again. Won't live as if I am emotionless, cause hopelessness closes my what opens it. Here's the rhyme. If you notice, let me hit you scream it one more time. Fist in the sky, real high, and help me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't, but I won't. Let situations I've been through determine what I can do and threaten my potential. I won't be a product of this environment or be afraid to fail, cause if I do, I'll always try again. Won't live as if I am emotionless, cause hopelessness closes my what opens it. Here's the rhyme. If you notice, let me hit you scream it one more time. Fist in the sky, real high, and help me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't. Then don't let me say, I won't, I won't, I won't, I won't, I won't, I won't.
I won't.
I won't.
I won't.
I won't.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. We needed some inspiration in the studio, especially for this joint, for this 6D tip that we have for you all. And that's enjoy the process, man. You have got to enjoy the process because let me tell you something. One thing I've learned from a lot of successful people who are successful within their own right. I love to have conversations with them, right? I love to pick their brain. You know what they all said?
What's that?
They were happier when they were chasing the dream. They were happier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you had something to look forward to.
That's true. Yeah.
You're chasing something. Once you have it, it's hard to maintain it. Just think about it. You made it. All these people are looking at you. Everything that we dream about, what we gonna do when we have it?
And you gotta keep that momentum going.
Right. That is the stress of it all.
And that's the hard part. Keeping that momentum going, staying on top.
Yeah.
And it's so many things that comes with that. So, you know, the people who I have talked to, they were like, Candace, enjoy the process. Enjoy it while you still broke. You know what I'm saying? While you still, when you don't have 1,000 mouths to feed because, you got employees now.
Jesus.
All these families are depending on you to feed, you know what I'm saying, to feed themselves. so they could buy houses and go on trips and all the stuff that you dreamed of doing.
Yeah.
They dreaming of doing that, and they working for your company now.
Yeah, because in the beginning, you're not typically cutting checks. In the beginning, you're just like, you pushing the dream and you're just rallying the people behind you. You know what I'm saying? But you're not like feeding people, you know, like you're feeding them like I paid for your Domino's tonight, but you're not like bread and butter. This is my 9 to 5. Like, what's up? I get that. There's pressure in both spaces. There's a lot of pressure in both spaces, though. It's just different. Yeah, it's different. So I feel you, shorty. Enjoy the process.
Yeah. So, man, we know that in this entertainment industry, to be specific, it is very frustrating. It's frustrating creating what we need to create. You gotta fund it. You gotta reel in people. First of all, find some people that you trust that's gonna work just as hard as you and be just as passionate about this thing as you. And y'all gotta get along so this thing can work well.
Say that part again.
And then you need supporters.
Yeah. Which typically is your team. It starts with your team.
It starts with your team.
It starts with your team. That's crazy.
And that's, you know, a lot of people fail at trying to, you know, a lot of people give up on their dreams from that first step right there. Just creating it and having people that's gonna believe in you and that you can trust to work on that thing even when you're not around.
I mean, and that comes down to, it's crazy, but that also comes down to, I'm just gonna start talking because, girl, you know, I ain't gonna be uncomfortable too long. I think that also comes down to like that. You know, the beginning phases. I feel like everybody, Shani, you know this, Can, you know this, like it's a lot of free work too. It's a lot of like labors of love, because it's not just about, especially in our fields and in our different industries, specifically music and film. Like, it's not just about, do I believe in it, but also, do I believe in the people who's doing it for me, right? So, like, if you're managing an artist, you want them to believe that you can manage them, but you also have to believe in their music. And, like, for me, with, like, film, it's like, I could believe, like, I can write this, but I also have to trust my cameraman, my cinematographers. I got to trust my actors. I have to trust the PA, like, as simple as the PA. Like, I have to trust that my PA is going to be passionate and have a smile on his or her face and, like, represent me well, and I have to believe that they have the capacity to do the job, you know, at the highest, and everyone is important, and that takes a lot of emotional energy and emotional, you know, like, it's a lot of time and energy more than money in that space. I'm actually ready to get to the money.
Because you're worried about everybody else but yourself.
Everybody else, their feelings, like everything. I love it. It's tough.
And I feel like we live in such a instant gratification time where everybody thinks that it happens overnight. Like, you're gonna get to that goal overnight, and people look past what that process looks like. Like, y'all talking about supporters in your team. It's so hard to like you said, manage all those people that play a part in what you have going on, and also convincing them that they have to trust and enjoy the process right now, because you got to believe in yourself before you can convince them to believe that as well. And that's a job in itself.
100%. It's so exhausting some days, especially you have those days where you're not like at 100, and then it's like, okay, just like a thought you had a tip of day, it's like, who on your team knows instinctively to pick up that baton where you fall? Right? Like, who is that person that's on your team who's like, okay, you're a little off, but I'm gonna make sure these calls still get made how they need to get made, and this, you know, these things are still organized, and we're still going, and we're still pushing, because everyone deserves a day to, like, also recoup that energy. You know, so the process, Lord Jesus, it is one.
But just like something that you said at the beginning of the show, like, you count your wins and you celebrating yourself. It's rewarding when you don't give up. When you keep going, you look back like,
nigga, we made it.
We made it. We made it. It is very rewarding, and a lot of people, they don't celebrate themselves a lot.
Yeah, a lot of people don't celebrate themselves a lot. Do we have anybody in this room that doesn't celebrate themselves enough? You like you like the queen of playing it back. I mean,
Me?
Yes, you.
Here's the thing about me. And not counting when I just got my drone pilot license. I'm not gonna count that. But before then,
I got my little license. I'm not gonna count the little license I just got.
But before then, for a period of time, every time I did something great, I would like pop a bottle of champagne by myself in the living room.
That's lit.
I wouldn't put it on Instagram or anything. I just be like, you know what?
I love that.
Shout out to me. Boop.
I love that.
Yep.
I love that because like by not putting it on social media, you're also keeping that pressure. Shawnee just said it. Instant gratification. You're keeping that pressure off yourself to wait for other people to clap for you. And you're like, actually, I'm just going to clap for me because I got this. I love that. But you got to call me next time you pop some champagne. Okay?
You know what?
Period.
Okay.
We could have celebrated with you.
Period. Because I'm pouring hitty shots. What's up? Lil Duce.
Okay.
Okay. So how about next weekend when I come back from Nashville?
Let's talk about when you come back from Nashville, right? We got a couple things to celebrate.
Yes, I'm gonna have y'all come over and I'm gonna have this huge bottle of champagne and we gonna pop it. Bree, you are invited.
Yes.
And y'all gonna see me y'all gonna see me fly my drone in the crib. And I'm gonna have everybody line up on one wall so don't nobody get hit or hurt.
We're gonna save our hair off.
Okay. I'm like, girl.
Free haircuts right now. Come to the K&K.
I love that.
Oh,
The first woman in drone history to cut people's hair with the propellers from the drone.
Period. I love it.
I'm giving out boosie fades all weekend. What's up?
Because I was thinking about cutting my hair too. We'll talk about that later.
I got you.
Okay.
I don't know how it's gonna come out. You might want to put that hat back on afterwards. But
y'all are silly.
Ridiculous.
it may just work out though.
Another part of like enjoying the process when you really think about like that instant gratification piece is knowing that you can do this at any age.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I spoke I did like a virtual panel with a bunch of Columbia students, and one of the things that I said, and I had to even reflect on saying it to me too, and really being proud of myself of feeling satisfied with where I am in life. I'm like, back when you were 21, 22 years old in college, and you just like, man, this isn't happening. My life is over. You know, I feel like I'm starting too late.
Right.
I'm like, trust me, looking back, I'm 30 now. Like, I can look back at my 22-year-old self when they say you can look back at this and laugh. It's literally those moments that, like, you know what? Somebody told me that this was going to happen.
Right.
And look at where I am now.
Right.
Like, you just never know where life will take you. You could be 30, you could be 45. As long as you're doing it, just do it.
Just do it. I love that. Because that's ageless. That's timeless.
Mm-hmm.
When you're being everything you're supposed to be, vibrating at your higher self. That ain't no age. I love that.
I met a young woman last week after the radio show, and she, I think she just turned 30. But, you know, she was explaining to me how, you know, she was living with her mom. She didn't know what exactly she wanted to do with her life.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand people don't like people who just meet me. They don't know me, but they be thinking I just be trying to gas them up and like, no, I just talk to people like me.
Girl, you the gas station, yes.
Not the gas
I'm
station.
gonna name you BP in my phone.
Look, everybody needs somebody that's gonna speak life into them, and
Right.
that's just what I do naturally. You know what I'm saying? And I told her,
Yes.
I was like, Ava DuVernay didn't pick up a camera until her 30s.
Facts. Okay, we
Look
can
at
do this
her
all day.
now.
Samuel L. Jackson didn't hit till he was 44. He was a crackhead for 20 years of his life. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. He was a crackhead for the first 20 years of his
It's
life.
the way you said it, though.
A crackhead, smoking them kneecaps right off with a wife and kids. Okay.
Oh my God.
It's the truth. It's the truth. And I love Samuel L. Jackson, but he was a crack. I'm gonna say this loudly. He was a crackhead. He proudly will say it for the first 20 years of his career. He was on, and he was a doorman. He was a doorman at a hotel. He was doing drugs. That's why most of his earlier roles, he was playing crackheads. Coming to America, Jungle
Wow.
Fever. He played these characters that were, off drugs because that is, he had that experience. And then his homie, I think he went to, what was that, Morris? What's that school? I want to say Morris Brown. That's not the name of school.
Morris Brown is from.
Morris Brown
from Drumline.
It is. No, but he went to Morehouse, baby. Child, Jesus Christ, help me. But he went to Morehouse, and his homie by the name of Spike Lee picked him up some years later and was like, "Yeah, you're a phenomenal actor. We've been in this program together. Get clean and come do these movies." And that was that. He was like, he went to rehab like twice before he fully like it stuck. Yeah, man, you gotta learn your stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
2 Chainz didn't pop it till his 40s.
That's an incredible story. You just never know. Like Can said, speaking life into people. Like you never know what those words can mean to somebody. Like it could be so small. You would think like, yeah, I went to this event and I just said this to this girl, and all of a sudden she's like a mogul in 2 years. You just never know.
Yep. Just recently at an event with some people who was speaking life to me.
Who those people?
You know what I'm saying? It was this really phenomenal woman. She was like a manager of this really phenomenal artist. And she was dropping gems. Her name, she had the same name as you, Shawnee. That's so crazy. That is crazy, girl. I don't know. It's like a lot in your voice. Very familiar. Very familiar energy, right? And this other young
lady. She may look like Shawnee too,
I think she did. Just fly. Beautiful black.
Yeah.
Yes.
Creative. Mastermind. Guru.
Beautiful. Just bosom filled. I loved it. just
y'all better speak life.
Yes, speak it. And I was like, she is lit. And I love it. And I love this for her, this space. And then there's this other young lady who I think on social media, like the week before, she was cussing people out about this name they called her. Yeah.
Tell me more about this name.
I think she was like, don't call me Toucan or something like that. Canners.
Okay.
I think it was you. But the point is, y'all spoke life to me at that event that we recently were at. And yeah, I don't even have to go into detail. I'm writing a book. I'm gonna say it at a speech when I win an Oscar one day.
No, go into details. So when that book come out and when it become New York's #1 bestseller, we could like pull up this interview and be like, bam.
See,
you know
I told you, you're a person who's been a part of my process for a very long time. And granted, I just called you a gas station. Not that you, you're not a gas station. But you are BP, my nigga, and you just like anybody can come and fill up, because something about you is like, we always know that something is always filling you. Like I told you this other day on the phone, like you always have this amazing, I don't know where you get restored from.
Myself.
Right. King Jesus. I don't know what is restoring you.
Okay. I help sometimes when I'm not yelling at us.
And I believe that. I can completely believe that. I can completely believe that. And I do want to one day be one of those people who are able to be like, you got this. Because most of the times I'm just there like, I just don't even know, girl. And you're like, get up. Like,
come on, Nikki. Come on
now. But I love it. And you feel me? And that's good. And like, Shawnee, you're very inspiring. Like your whole energy. This woman said, follow me on LinkedIn. I was like, she is different. She is living different. She is living in a different time zone than the rest of us. Cause LinkedIn, nigga, you gonna get this Instagram. We gonna call it a day.
You are funny. Yeah, man.
To the broadcast.
It's just a matter of, like you said, BP gas going up.
Yeah. Okay. Right. It's gonna cost. It costs to get filled up. I can now. Period.
You just gotta have good energy.
Yes.
That's all. But here's how it started though. Like I remember when I was at one of the very lowest points in my life. I was going through postgraduate depression. I had a bunch of regrets of a lot of things that I, didn't do in college, and I had to forgive myself. Now I forgive myself because I'm just like, okay, back in college, you were in survival mode. You worked 2 jobs and you were sick. You didn't tell a lot of people. Only people that was very close to you. You was working 2 jobs. And you had a side business, and you was working for like 2-3 RSOs, and you was on air at a radio station, and you were sick. Yeah. You were in survival mode. Like you did the best you
all
could.
That was supposed to happen.
Yeah.
100%. But when I was like really, really low, my mama, she called me. She was living in Memphis at the time, and she called me, and I'm just me, just hello. She was like, you are an innovator. You are a warrior. You are brilliant. You are amazing. And she just like went down a line of a bunch of things that, I am. And then she said, that's all I'm going to say. And then she just hung up.
Okay, shout out to Mom Dukes for that.
Wow.
Shout out to Mom Dukes for that.
That is so powerful.
That
Powerful.
is.
And I will always remember how that made me feel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this was 6 years ago.
Right.
Before
right.
I moved to Chicago.
Oh,
Before
wow.
I got, hired at iHeartMedia. Before I dropped my first EP in a stream of music. Before all the great things that have been happening in my life ever since I moved to Chicago. Before I moved to Chicago, I was at one of the lowest points in my life. And that was the speech that I received from my mama. That pushed me. Because, when you depressed, you feel like you by yourself. You feel like you have no support.
Yep.
You feel like everybody is doing great without you. Everybody's better off without you. You start feeling a lot of dark things. So that speech pretty much reminded me of who I was. It's just like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? But I forgave my younger self, and that's why I'm at so much peace now.
That's beautiful.
To keep the fact that I kept going. And if I would have gave up then, I would not have known that I was going to do all the great things that I've been doing the past 6 years.
Right. Look at you.
You know what I'm saying?
Go crazy.
So it's important to speak life into people. People be needing that. Yeah. We don't know who people have or don't have in their life to speak life into them.
Man.
I could just have a conversation.
That's the key right there. People really be going through stuff, and you don't know it with the glitz and glam of social media. You just never know what people are going through. You have to give people grace. They need so much grace, even when it seems like they are winning and you losing, or they in a better position than you. You just never know. Those type of people be the main ones coming to you like, man, you out here killing it, dog. And it's like, look at you. That's when you go into gas wars. Like, no, I think you're great.
No, you're great. That's facts.
I've had celebrities and music industry vets tell me thank you just because I asked them, like, I said, how are you?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, a lot of people don't do that anymore.
Just think, when you at a certain point in life where people are constantly wanting something from you, wanting to be connected to you, only talking about things that's going to benefit them, people sometimes forget to ask a person, how are you?
How you do? In the middle of us talking, I'll start rambling, and then what do? I'll stop and be like, but Ken, this isn't about me. How are you doing today? In the middle, I will go off for like 5 minutes, and I'll stop and be like, okay, I got to get it out. Now, how are you? What's going on over here? What's the tea? It's very important. It's very important to check in and check on your strong people and your weak people. I'm going to add that too, because sometimes, like, you know how a lot of people talk about like your strong people. Oh, check on your strong friend. It's like, yes, check on all your dang on friends. Your weak ones too, the ones who are like, maybe they're always down. You know what I'm saying? Don't just write them off either, because they're constantly dealing and pushing through and trying to figure out their footing. Don't write those individuals off as well. We do in our society, especially black folk. We get to the point where we like, all right, now I done talked to you about this 3 times, girl. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. And we can, I think our community, we can get we're hard on ourselves. And Shani said it right, like grace. Grace. And it's like when you learn to give grace to others, you'll also learn to give grace to yourself. Something happened to me this past week that I was like, this is a very messed up situation. And I just was like, but it's okay. I've never been in this space of peace where I'm like, actually, I'm not going to hold that. This is not my fault. I'm just going to do everything I have to do to like manage and maintain, and I'm going to leave it there. And I walked away with like this different type of peace where it's like I could totally put my energy somewhere else and just let things be what it is, not be so stressed out about things I can't control, so that I can truly enjoy the process. Yeah.
Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the process. Our 6D tip of the week. We hope y'all caught all the gems that we just dropped. And coming back from this song, We're gonna learn some more about this amazing young woman who's been doing her thing. Big Nick.
Boo, 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 boo.
Anything else that you want to know about her, you gonna find out, like Lucy Bullock, right here. 6D Radio, y'all.
Okay.
You do me wrong, I pick up the pen. Angrily, I loop the ink again and again. Write what I feel, raw and real. But if I send it out, will you know it's about you? Maybe I'm just being strange. Even if you hear it, you're not gonna change. 'Cause you're just you, and that's the truth. But I have this fear from when you hear it. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. Shout it from the rooftop, way out loud. Write your mistakes down on a page so everyone knows now. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. Share it in front of my crowd. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. No, I'm just afraid that you'll find out. I can't let you hold me back. Yeah, I gotta get this out, then I'll be back on track. But I stop myself, 'cause you know what else? Even with the things you do, I still care about you. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. Shout it from the rooftop, way out loud. Write your mistakes down on a page so everyone knows now. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. Share it in front of my crowd. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. No, I'm just afraid that you'll find out. And I know it shouldn't bother me. But there's a part of me that thinks you love me. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. Shout it from the rooftop, way out loud. Write your mistakes down on a page so everyone knows now. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. Share it in front of my crowd. I'm not afraid to write a song about you. No, I'm just afraid that you'll find out. You probably won't care anyhow. I'm still afraid that you'll find out. Woo!
Childhood.
You'll find out Lucy Bullock, ladies and gentlemen.
love it.
6D Radio.
I love Lucy Bullock.
Hey, when Lucy
I need
came
Lucy.
in,
I need Lucy on the show. Lucy is lit.
we
Song about you.
we gonna call her.
Singing from the rooftop. Come on. Song about you.
Sicko.
We love Lucy. Lucy, if you're watching 6D Radio, we love you.
We love Lucy. Yes, I love it.
Drop another joint so we can play it.
That's what her next tape should be. We love Lucy, like I love Lucy.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Listen. All right now.
We gonna
Throw that
DM
that
her
way.
like, girl, drop
Drop it.
that joint.
A song about you.
But
And
we
she's
have
so young.
Right.
I almost walked out of the studio.
Give
And
it
she was
Taylor
like, she was
Swift
born in
energy.
2002 or
Talk about
2004 or something.
Wait.
I said, huh?
Yeah, she's 17.
Yeah, I almost walked up out of here.
I
we
had
had
a girl.
We got a 2000s baby.
Baby. Oh.
How old are you?
Wait. What year was you born?
Our intern. You said 2003?
2.
Our intern was born in 2002.
She wasn't even alive with a trace to the
Don't be
field.
doing my little baby.
She wasn't
over
even.
there while I'm
She
not
wasn't
there.
even alive with a trace to the field.
Shawnee's currently cussing us out about talking about. Ooh, she said,
No.
matter of fact, let me turn this kid. Let me turn. Now, what you say, Bree?
I will be 20 this year.
20?
Just
Yep.
20.
Just
So,
20.
Technically, 21 next year.
Oh, I'm so proud.
Put the headphones on.
So proud. Wait, when's
so
your
Shawnee
birthday?
can hear you.
My birthday
You can
is
hear
August
Shawnee.
19, 2002.
So you a Leo.
Little Leo.
Oh, little Leo.
Come on, so you a Leo.
So you a Leo. You a Leo.
What's your
That's
sign?
why you proud about it. Talking about, I'll be 21 next year, y'all. I'm gonna be 21.
What's your sign? What's your sign?
I'm a Libra, baby. October 9th. So we
I do not
work.
come across Libras very
You
often.
don't. I come across Leos
I love
all the
Libras.
time.
My mama-
brother's Leo.
Person.
My best friend is Leo. I love Leo.
My best
So I
friend
got
Leo.
some Libra.
I love
What
it.
you say, Shawnee?
I said I'm a cusper, sis, so I got some Libra in me too.
Yes, you cuss how? What's the cusp? You like Virgo,
Libra, Scorpio.
Libra, Scorpio? Oh yes, baby.
I'm a cuss baby too.
And what's that?
I just found that out, and I don't know if I'm too proud of it.
You should be. What's your cusp?
Capricorn.
Ooh.
But here's the thing, I love.
I'm so
I
sorry.
like, here's the thing, though, I love my Capricorn
Yikes.
sisters.
I'm so sorry.
I love my Capricorn sisters,
Not
but the Capricorn men
Woo,
can go
child,
to
they
the
go-
pits of hell.
listen.
Okay, they
You
can
know,
go
I know
straight
about
to
it. I
hell.
know about some Capricorn men, child. Baby, to the hell, to the depths.
If you see a Capricorn man,
Run.
run.
No. My problem was I ran into one, and I got stuck.
You should have ran back.
I would have ran back. I got stuck.
You should have hit a U-turn.
That's how Leo men are, to be honest.
You know, I'm starting to feel
Leo
that way
men are
about Leo
sick.
men. As
I just-
compatible as we supposed to be, I'm starting to feel that way about Leo men.
men in general.
I ain't gonna
Get
go
the
that far.
sign. They all got
but-
problems. Just different levels to it.
It's International Women's Day, Women's History Month. This is the She Woman Man Haters Club.
Oh no, baby, we love it. Men. No.
We love men.
We love men. You know what I was about to say. Oh, I love man.
We love y'all. We just, you know,
That big Nick energy. Yeah.
Big Nick energy.
Yeah.
Yes, all the men love Big Nick
Yeah.
energy.
Nick. Yeah.
Big Nick energy.
What that mean?
So Nick,
Yes.
Oh.
you are a director,
Uh-huh.
a writer,
Uh-huh.
a fine A filmmaker,
Uh-huh.
a storyteller.
Yeah, huh?
What made you want to start doing visuals?
Oh my jeez, this is a lot of questions at one time. So long story short, I've always wanted to be in the film industry since I was a little girl. That's people say that, but they don't really mean that.
Mm-hmm.
I've always I love some food. I was about to say, damn, I'm
She
hungry.
over there eating some.
I am hungry. No, I've always wanted to be in the film industry since I was a little girl. It started off, I thought I was going to be a singer,
You
and-
got pipes?
yeah, I do. And
yeah.
Ooh, okay, I got pipes. And me and my sister and a friend of ours, we started this group called NLD, and then it turned into 3LW. Before 3LW was 3LW, we came up with 3LW. Long story short,
Wow.
I just knew I was going to be in some sort of like entertainment field. I used to sketch out drawings of like clothes and make our outfits and all of that, and that transitioned into me wanting to be in movies when I saw Cheetah Girls. I don't have this like deep, it's like I saw a movie and I was like, I want to do that. And then it turned into that. And what made me want to actually film visuals and not just write or act, I'm going to say circa 2015, 2016, I was in this short film. I'm not going to name it. But it was okay. It got picked up at a festival. And I worked on the film for about 2-3 months. I saw it, at the festival here in Chicago, actually. And as I was watching it, a mentor of mine, I guess he was watching me from across the way, watching it. And I got up, I went to the hallway, and I just sat in this chair. And he came out and he was like, "You done got bit by the bug." I'm like, "What you mean?" He like, "You wanna do this, don't you?" And I was like, "Man, yeah," because he could have told the director. I felt like could have conveyed this story about this black woman better. And I was a lead in it, but the way they edited and everything, I was just like, this could have been told 10 times better. So from that point, which was 2016, led me all the way here to 2022. But it took me 3 years of doubting myself, going to pick up like a 9-to-5 job, 3 years of just writing on other people's projects, 3 years of honestly completely stopped doing anything in the arts field and just slowly decaying artistically.
Yeah.
Honestly, I forget what it was that woke me up. I can't tell you. It was just a combination of things that started to happen in my life where I was like, I need to get back to myself and back to what I love, and that's performance. And I also know what I'm doing. I have a slew of men in my life, amazing filmmakers, amazing storytellers who also encouraged me and was like, told me like, Nicolette, you can do this. Take those things you're writing and don't look for someone else to direct them. You can direct them yourself. And I just began to study underneath them. I started to study film, put myself through this own little like course to learn, like my own little film school. And here we are today. I am now producing and directing my first full-fledged production under my production house. And I have more stories to tell and more things to come out really, really soon. So, and that's that on it.
Yeah.
And that's how that started. It's not like a, it's not this like amazing thing. It's just very like.
It is amazing.
Well, it's
What you
amazing,
mean?
but I'm saying it's not like this like story like, yes, I had one film in my hand. No, it was just very much so I've always supposed to do this.
That's the beautiful thing about
Nah,
it. You
girl,
knowing.
yeah, you were supposed to do this. I'm about to throw my shoe through the phone.
Throw it through the phone, Shawty. I know it's a rich shoe. Throw it through the phone. Yeah, throw it.
What shoes I got next
Miss
to me?
Dubai.
I got some Adidas.
Okay, and I love Adidas.
I hope it ain't shell toe.
Okay, ooh,
Bink.
jab.
No, it's my running shoes.
Yes, that's that. But that's that. Yes.
Shawnee.
I love that. So what element of the film industry is your favorite part? Do you think it's like the screenwriting? Is it like, do you want to be a director? Like, what exact role do you think is like, man, that's the one for me?
Okay, so So I'm just gonna say it and then I'll go into my spiel. It's not a long spiel. Acting. I do want to get back in front of the camera. And a lot of people actually have forgotten that was my niche. Like, that's how I got started, was acting. I did a stint on Chicago's Broadway. I did Broadway musical in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how I started. I dropped out of college to do this musical in Broadway in Chicago. Like, acting has always been my, like, go-to space. So that is eventually where I want to get back to. And in order to get there, I want to direct and tell my own stories. And that goes into my spiel of people like Issa Rae.
Yes.
I love her.
Right, everyone loves Issa Rae. Granted, I do. I deeply adore Issa Rae. And I adore her for certain reasons, because to me, she's like genuinely like the millennial version of what, especially Black women in television specifically, have wanted to aspire to be. And she's taken all these different niches that she's had, because she has a lot of capacity. Like, her capacity is large, and she said, actually, I could do all of these things at one time. And she showed women like me it's very possible. Like, it's very possible to do it yourself. It is. Like, you can be the writer. You can come up with the idea. You can executive produce it. You can direct it. And you can star in it. And if you know, with what I got going on, I'm pretty much doing everything but starring in it right now. Like, it's very possible to do those things.
We gonna do a short film.
Oh, and it's coming in September. So
I just want to be an extra.
when my show wraps, right, when Night Shift wraps, and we're wrapping this season in, which is crazy because it's a music show, but we're wrapping the season in August, September. It's still up for debate, but right when I finish that, I'm picking up my short film and trying to get that dropped by the spring. So yeah, you can do it all. You really can. You just need to like time manage and have help. But yeah, acting, Shawnee, acting. I want to get back in front of the camera. I want to like really get back in front of the camera. I miss it. I miss it so much.
Night Shift.
My baby.
You got 3 episodes out.
Yes, we do.
3 amazing artists.
Yes, we do.
The production, the whole aesthetic.
It is amazing.
It's mesmerizing. The people who I've sent links to is like, yo,
have they?
You gotta let us know when they
don't
film
say,
it live.
Don't say.
Like,
don't gas me up, VP.
If we bring a live audience on, I will definitely let you know. You know.
Everybody's asking. So you want to know what Night Shift is?
For the people who don't know, what is Night Shift?
It's my baby. It's my Night Shift is a live music series produced out of the production house Knick Knack Productions, and essentially, without this whole pitch, it's a show that allows people, local artists who don't get an opportunity to perform on like sets, live stages. Mm-hmm. It gives them an opportunity to have that space. And it gives them the opportunity to have that space at a Grammy level, like, performance stage. So what we do is we design the set, like a full set is designed that is crafted to that particular artist and their personality and what it is they're trying to convey to their audience at that moment. We pretty much manage their marketing for that week that we're dropping the episode for them. They come on to set. They're treated like superstars. You get your little craft services, and you get a chance to get up and perform. Right now, they're just performing for the production crew. Of course. But as you've been there, it's a full house. I wouldn't say a circus, but it is. It's like a fun little circus, and they get to perform. It's really great though. Like you get to see us like the artist gets to also see the production staff have our moments and have fun and listen to their music and actually in live time fall in love with their music, because 9 times out of 10 certain people in the room have never heard their songs before. So when these artists get to see people in a generic way, because we're here for you, so we're fully focused on you and your song, and we're bobbing our head and we're learning the lyrics and stuff, like that's a different gas to that artist. And the truth behind it is, like, again, I'm on my Issa Rae-ish, like, realistically, Issa Rae, I love her because she put on a lot of musicians through her show. And I think that a lot of black women, we love music, we love film, and I do as well. And in that, I was like, okay, well, instead of me starting with my show, I just want to put these musicians into position and give them like really dope live performances, because I have a lot of homies who are musicians and I love their music, but nobody gets a chance to see them, and everyone doesn't have $2,000-$3,000 to put into a music video. But if you get a cold live performance, COVID taught us one thing, is that people want to see people doing things in live time. So if I can give you a cold live performance and put you out there, you don't know who can pick you up from that. And my only ask to them is like, hey, when you get on, let me use some of your music for my soundtrack of my movie. Like, that's it. Like, that's it. Because you're on this show because I like your music. I'm just being 100. I'm very selfish. It's very much so, do I like it? Like, my crew will be like, oh, you've asked me before, like, can I listen to it? I'm like, no, because right now it's about my vibe. Like, I'm producing this. All of my money is going behind it. The artists are not paying anything right now. And you know this. So it's like, no, it's about what, if I can listen to it and go to sleep to it, so I need Lucy. Because she's a vibe. She's a whole vibe. Shorty is a vibe. So yeah, that's what it's about. It's like my little black girl Tiny Desk, except for it's a little bit more personalized. Not a little bit more. It is personalized. It's very, very, very personalized to that particular.
Talking about Tiny Desk, girl, they production ain't that great.
It's not. That's why I said. But I don't want to say that, because this show is a big deal and we're gonna blow up. And I don't want people to look back and be like, she was going in on NPR. No, you all are great. You did it first, but we're doing better. So
they can blame me.
Yeah, so that's night shift in
Shawty's gonna be a whole mogul.
Okay, a whole mogul. I'm gonna call it like, what's up, girl?
Music mogul.
Music mogul.
Shonda Brooks Green slams Tiny Desk and throwback 6D radio episode.
I'm gonna be having a sit out press report. I support Shawnee.
I'm gonna make a diss track for everybody who try to cancel Shawnee.
Okay, ridiculous. No, you're right though. Honestly though, Tiny Desk is a little bit like, it's boring. Like, the set is boring. The movement is boring. And even the way we film it, I have some of the, like, Chicago's very, 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 I don't care what Noah says, we're the very best cinematographers. Leo the Leo Visuals. Cup of JoJo Moten. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, Danny. I have some amazing people, like my PAs, Jasmine Jackson.
I need to come shadow y'all for real.
Okay, come through. And
for real. You
know this. I'm just a small little announcement. We are doing a live audience show coming up. So we've been moving way too fast. You heard it here first. I know the team gonna be like, okay, first off, we told you don't say that. I don't care. We're gonna invite. Spoiler alert, you guys. We are the next episode that is going to be filmed. We film 2 artists every time. It is going to be a live audience, live studio audience. It's a much bigger deal. Every time we do an episode, it gets bigger and better. So we're getting to the place that we want to really be at. And so yeah, there's opportunities for sponsorship, there's opportunities for new performances, there's opportunities to come and sit and just observe. This is going to be an amazing space. I know it is. I feel it in my spirit for people from Chicago and other cities as well to like come here and have something positive happening in this city and a production that's consistent in this city. Yes. I want people from Detroit. I want people from LA. I want people from all over the place, from the Netherlands, to bring their bus to Chicago to film this thing called Night Shift.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because when they come on here, they feel like a star and they get a chance to really show who they are. Right. So that's Night Shift.
Night Shift. And I am a part of Knick Knack Productions.
You are. Woo!
I am.
You are the best. Bill. I was like, Shawnee, I was like, Ken, I gotta tell you some stuff. I need to tell you, so I might just tell you on air because I gotta update you. So many updates. But yes, that is one of the updates. We're doing the next episode. It's gonna be live audience. So yeah, Jesus.
And y'all,
I have one more question for you, as like you said, a person who works in film, who's also a fan of music, of course. What is your favorite music soundtrack?
Oh, that is so good. There's not one. Okay, so another thing about me is I like musicals. So then there's also that. Like, I'm a nerd. So there's musicals, and then there's like cartoon soundtracks. So are we talking like humans? Because then if we talking cartoons, then The Lion King wins. But if we're talking like human being, a really good soundtrack. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I have a few. Follow me. Okay. So Waiting to Exhale has an amazing soundtrack.
Yes.
Waiting to Exhale is a classic, classic, soul food, classic soundtrack.
Yes.
Classic soundtrack, classic. Another soundtrack that just has, if you have to pay attention to it though, you wouldn't realize you know all the songs. Poetic Justice. You won't realize you know it because go watch it. Yeah. It has a really good soundtrack. I mean, I could go on and on and on. But those are the Waiting to Exhale will have to be for sure, like, and that's so simple, but it's not. It's really a great soundtrack. And you want to know why? Because Whitney Houston, see, I know my music. Whitney Houston produced it. Yeah. So in her
Everyone falls.
And she produced it, and she required that she was able to pick the women that would be on it, and she wanted it to be black producers. Like the production behind it was black people. So I love that.
And go home and watch that tonight.
And I think that when we don't really fully like acknowledge that stuff used to happen, that like people put their necks out. I was like, no, I want black people. We think that's a new thing, and it's like, no, it's not.
It's been happening.
This has been happening. This has been happening. We just need to keep doing it.
It's just now being showed because of social media and stuff like that.
100%. But like she said that, and they got. I mean, I love that soundtrack. That soundtrack is
beautiful.
Oh, how could I forget? Oh, and then my last one. This is my last one. Best soundtrack ever of all time. But a lot of people, black people, don't watch this movie, but I love it. It's called My Best Friend's Wedding.
Wait, I think I know what you
Yes, My Best Friend's Wedding, because let me tell you something. See, black people, Aretha Franklin, Dionne Warwick, it has it's like a little white movie about like this couple that's getting married, and one of the best friend is trying to stop the marriage, but the soundtrack is so soulful, and it's based in Chicago too. The movie is based in Chicago. That is my favorite. Watch that. Waiting to Exhale, My Best Friend's Wedding, movie. And Soul Food. Those would be my I could listen to those soundtracks beginning to end, and I'll be set. Yep, vibes.
Last question.
Yeah.
What do you look for in an artist that you want to book for a night shift? This is for all my local artists looking for a good visual. We need to hear from a director's point of view.
Yeah, because you know what? Let me tell you something. I think that the directors, people have been sleeping on the visual artist, because either you have the musician and then you have the visual artist, right? And people sleep on the fact that visuals are very important to pushing the song. There's a reason why Missy Elliott is Missy Elliott. It's not just because she was a great producer. It is because those visuals were something serious. There was something serious. Michael Jackson, his visuals were amazing. Yeah. When we're talking about GOATs, it's not just the music. It's also like, who is filming this? Who is telling this story? John Singleton from Michael Jackson did Remember the Times. Was that not John? That was John Singleton. I know that was John Singleton. Directed.
Yep,
it was directed Remember the Times. And he had Eddie Murphy. He had what's my girl? Iman. He had so many people in this visual. I mean, I literally can go on. Music and film for me is like the best relationship. It's the best relationship. I can't produce a good movie without a good soundtrack and without good musicians. So anyway, getting to the answer is I think that artists need to really put money back into their visuals. I'm gonna say that. I do. I really do. And I say that for so many people in my life who are directors, who are being like completely cut short and cheapskated on these visuals. If you're working with somebody who has a vision for you and sees you as an artist and wants to like visually tell a dope story, let them, because you just don't understand how far that can get you. The reason why the baby blew up, I don't care what nobody says, is because of that packing the mail up. That little visual was so simple.
Definitely.
That was the simplest and everybody was just looking at it like, what the heck is this? I mean, come on, Shawnee, like I know you know. That was like a moment.
It it's like ludicrous level.
Yeah, of just
production.
the production. And I wish he would just get back to that and stop talking so much. No, like, just stop talking and get back to making videos, because he was doing his thing. Like, those, and people were like stepping it up, like, oh, you know, because you hadn't seen that. So I want the visuals to tell something. I'm so tired of the like basic, I'm over it. Tell me a story. So with musicians, what I look for is somebody who is, the music has to vibe. And I listen to all types of stuff. I was just listening to Lucy. I listen to everything. So don't think that I've listened to from gospel to bluegrass to hood to street to trap to R&B to soul to neo soul to alternative to rock. I love rock. Like, I love music. As long as it can make me, if it makes me nod my head, that's step one. For me and the whole team of everyone listening, do we nod our head? Number two, are you organized with communication? That's another big thing. I know that may not seem important, but it's like, if I'm kind of sort of liking you, I do like for you to kind of be on top of it. Be on top of it with me. Like, don't have me chasing you down, because this is an equal relationship. So that's another thing. Like, if you want us to feature you, and you're trying to get featured for free, because this is free content. You want this free content, number one, send me your best work. Send me your best work, your best music. The thing that, not what you like, but the thing that you know other people like. I know that sounds crazy, but like, don't send me what you like, because typically what you like is for you. Send me what you know is gonna pop. That's number one. This is a relationship right now. I'm giving you this visual for free because I'm trusting that your music is going to push the visual even further. So I'm not just gonna push you on there because you my homie. That's not happening. Number two,
but you do got homies that got some dope music,
and most of my homies who have dope music have not been on my show, nor have I asked them. Because I want to get it on my own. Like, I'm dead serious about, like, no, I want to give real opportunities for you to do music. I've yet to ask you. My brother does music. I've yet to ask him. My homie Matt does music. I've yet to. And people keep telling me to ask him, and I'm like, no, I'm not asking him yet. Like, I want to go for the first season one. I want to get as many people off the strength as I possibly can.
Yeah.
So that's number three. I know this is terrible, but it's like, I don't care if you have a huge social media following, but you need to be on social media and you need to be pushing it. Again, this is a relationship. So it's really about, okay, I like the music, that's great, but are you going to push the visual? Because that's where I continue to get like sponsorship and bread and butter, and you see what I'm saying? And I get, because I don't level out nobody. No, I need the reparations, my baby. I'm not just out here doing things for free for nothing. There's a reason behind it. So you need to be cold, and you need to be a business person with everything you do. Like, the music needs to be good and your business sense needs to be impeccable. Come to set, be on time, be aware, be present. And then the following week, when it's time to like drop it and stuff, be on top of the drops. Be excited about it. That's the stuff that I look for. And I can tell it straight out the gate. I could tell if you're going to be in tune and if you're not. I just recently had somebody, I worked with him. I'm going to just say it. We were supposed to do a major, large show for him. He was like, oh, I'm going to hold for the talent show. This was my first big show. They were paying for everything essentially because it was a bigger show, but we put everything together. I got a full production crew of 7 people. You would know what's going on with that. Full production, this dude disappeared. Communication was horrible. Communication was trash. Music is okay. Music is good. Not gonna lie. Music's great. Communication, the professionalism's trash. You're wasting my time at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah. No.
So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Artists, sing your best music. Be organized. Be professional. And maybe you'll get you'll be featured on Night Shift.
And that's that on that.
Powered by Nick Nack Productions. Founded by Big Nick with the Big Nick energy.
Okay, you see it.
Okay.
You see it, baby. You see it.
But man, we do appreciate you for coming on the show.
Of course. And
we are looking forward to what you have in the future.
Yeah, I am too.
Where can the people find you?
You guys can find me on social media streaming anything NHIK. So when you type in your phone NHIK, all of my pages are gonna pop up. Nick Nack Productions, Nikki Nick, Nick Shigog, anything with NHIK, you will find me. You're not gonna find nobody else.
That's good branding.
That's all me, baby. And y'all know I used to do hair, so that's also on there as well.
She did my hair. If y'all saw them bomb pictures,
baby,
on my IG,
baby,
makeup,
okay.
Yes,
I'm a
makeup,
hustler.
hair, and pictures. All
Big Nick.
Yeah,
I have a drug dealer hustler mentality. I do. It's
You
like
got to these days.
you got to.
Literally have to.
It's like I can do it all. You want me to film it? Okay. You want your hair done? Okay. I can do your lipstick. I can do it all. Yep.
Yes. Do we have any 6D announcements, Sister Shawnee?
Nothing at the moment. We have some dope stuff coming down the pipeline. But always, first, foremost, and always follow us on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at 6D Networktainment.
And TikTok.
Just like TikTok, even though we don't really post on there that much because, work.
I'm going to post a
But-
video of me on there doing the bankhead bounce.
Like Nick, you said, if you type in 6D in, everything is going to pop up with 6D on it. So including 6D Radio.
Yes.
Follow us on there as well.
Yes, indeed. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get up out of here. We appreciate you, Big Nick, for coming through.
Of course. Thank
And
you. Bring me back.
We gonna have to bring you back,
Bring me back,
especially when we drop
baby.
another night show.
Certainly.
The
Bring me
one
back.
with me on there.
Oh, most definitely. And
Season
listen,
3.
we need to work because, I could get I love this space as well. We can get some things done for you guys. My production team, we can definitely get some stuff done for y'all.
Oh, we can cook now.
We can cook.
We can cook. We can make
We
a whole
can cook.
gumbo right now.
Okay, baby, because I'm in here in this stew. I'm like, this stew is nice, baby. This is a move right here. High
bringing
production.
the
guys.
shrimps.
Okay, we gonna have to talk. Okay,
We gonna have to
like
talk.
Shawnee said, hit my LinkedIn.
Okay.
So I know it's real. Hit the LinkedIn, so I know it's real.
All right, y'all. We gotta get up on out of here, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode. Come back next week. We got some more dope artists and dope creatives that you need to get in tune with, and some 6D tips y'all need to hear. So, with that being said, we gotta go. Y'all have a great night.
Bye. Peace.
The 6D Networktainment on Q4. The 6D Networktainment on Q4.